Yo, we back. It's the Talk That Real podcast.
We is back. Episode 131. 131.
Y'all know what it is. Episode 1, Priest Holmes.
Y'all in these football numbers, man.
Warren Priest Holmes on y'all suckers, man.
Hey, I was a Priest Holmes fan,
Priest
man.
Holmes
Priest
was a
Holmes was
beast.
a baller, boy.
He was a beast.
Dang, he was a baller,
means, bro. He
man.
was a touchdown getter.
Hey, real talk, boy. Real talk, man. Man, I kind of miss Priest Holmes.
Yeah.
He was a baller, dude.
I mean, some of those running backs, and this is no disrespect, and I am a huge Isaiah Pacheco.
As am I.
But if you put a Priest Holmes or Jamal Charles,
Man, listen.
this
offense,
good night.
it's over. It is over.
Good night.
Dadgum. I mean, I still feel like we need like a number one receiver. However, with a Jamal Charles or a Priest Holmes, bruh.
I think if we had a running back like that, we wouldn't.
Okay.
Because I think teams and again, I think Isaiah Pacheco is dynamic, and he's definitely getting better as time goes.
100%, yes.
But I think teams still will take Isaiah Pacheco getting what he gets and sit back in coverage.
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
And I think if you got a running back like a Priest Holmes or Jamal Charles, you have to respect it so much.
I see what you're saying.
And now you got to pick your poison.
Yeah, and you
like
kind of open
Isaiah
up the pass
Pacheco's
game.
going to get the grind out the yards.
Yeah.
But definitely if you're talking like a Jamal Charles, that's a home run here.
Yeah, every single time.
So if you don't stack the box on him and he get loose and open field,
yeah, that is very true.
It's a wrap.
Yeah, it is definitely a wrap.
So then that would take pressure off of receivers where they get more probably one-on-one looks, less like.
That definitely makes sense.
Yeah.
That definitely makes sense.
It's
But the
just
way Jamal Charles used to run, it looked like he's floating.
Yeah.
Like the way he ran down that field, it literally looked like he was floating, like scooting down the field, bruh.
And I just think now, the Chiefs' offense outside of Travis Kelce, of course, Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
It goes without saying. But outside of Travis Kelce, there's no one that the defense is fearing.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We don't have any receivers that the defense really fears.
And we didn't really have it last year. Teams didn't fear.
Yeah, that's true. They didn't fear Juju.
They didn't fear Juju.
Yeah.
But Juju was competent enough in his route running, and he just knew what to do to find an open hole.
Yeah.
And he was a veteran.
Which is why Kelce is so good.
Yeah.
He just finds a way to get open.
Yeah.
And he'll get that yak.
And he get that yak.
He's a pro in yak.
So
you know what I mean?
Juju was smart. He was a veteran, so he just knew where it was going to be. We just got young receivers that's trying to figure it out still.
Yeah.
So I think really as the season goes.
I hope so.
And I think you kind of see it now. I really, in a sense, fault the Chiefs' coaching staff.
Okay, tell me more.
I mean, what people don't understand about football, they talk about it a lot of times in other sports, basketball, baseball, anything like that. It's rhythm. The Chiefs are doing a receiver, in a sense, by committee.
Yes.
So when you look at the numbers, I'm sorry, I'm getting my Arrowhead pride.
Right, exactly. Shout out to Arrowhead Pride.
Shout out to Arrowhead Pride. Look up my articles. But when you look at how they breaking down the distributing the ball to receivers or the snaps by the receivers, no Chiefs receiver is separating themselves as far as snap count. So you look at other teams, they got number 1, number 2, number 3 receivers.
Right.
Them is going to be the main 3 receivers that's on the field all the time.
Right.
And the 4th and 5th receiver are getting out there if somebody needs a break or if they go to a 4 or 5 receiver package.
Right.
That's not what the Chiefs are doing. Chiefs have different packages for different receivers. So all 6 of their receivers are seeing the field almost not. I won't say evenly because Justin Ross hasn't seen it as evenly as the others.
I'd like to see him more on the field.
Absolutely. I'll have an article dropping about him tomorrow. Y'all stay tuned. But so nobody really, when you're doing that, you run a couple routes, go to the sideline, somebody else come in, you run a couple routes, go to the side. You don't get a chance to get into a rhythm as a receiver, and it also doesn't allow your quarterback to get into a rhythm with the
build
receiver.
That chemistry and everything.
Because every receiver, the way they run a route is a little different.
Right.
The way their speed is different. So the quarterback has to adjust for all of that.
Yeah,
it has to be account for all of that. So if you're consistently switching that out, it becomes hard.
Yeah, I can see that.
So last year, though they switched out and they spread the ball around, Juju, Travis Kelce, and MVS were the main.
Yeah, right.
And so you knew that Kelce, Juju, and Travis, and MVS was going to see the field the majority of the time.
Right.
And that's just the way it was. Now you got Sky Moore, MVS,
KT.
KT, Rashee Rice,
Watson. Yeah.
You got all these receivers now that are splitting snaps.
Right.
It's impossible to really get in a rhythm.
That makes sense.
Receiver make a big catch, and now he's going to the sideline.
Yeah, he's going to the sideline. Exactly. Yeah, that's true.
It's just like you don't allow your receiving core and your quarterback to get into their rhythm.
Yeah. I can see that. I could definitely see that.
And that's what makes Kelce and Mahomes so good, because they have that chemistry that's being put together over the years. If Kelce was getting pulled out every 3 plays, they wouldn't have that.
That definitely makes sense. Yeah.
So, that's why I blame the coaches. Like, I feel like, we got this amazing depth, and the reason behind the switch is because each receiver does something differently good.
Yeah.
No one receiver does everything good.
Right.
So, we don't have that guy.
Yeah.
But I feel like you still need to pick you 3 receivers.
And just let them run.
These are what we're going to build our offense around.
Yeah.
Y'all 3, y'all just learn what they do. This is the package.
Yeah.
And roll with it.
That definitely makes sense.
Yeah.
That definitely makes sense.
Yeah.
Sorry, we done inundated y'all with Chiefs talk.
Chiefs talk.
Yeah.
Y'all stepped into the Chiefs talk.
Hey, man, we ain't Chiefs fans out here. We the new Patriots of the league.
Y'all need to be.
We definitely the new Patriots of the league. Everyone hates us, and I love it.
I love it.
I love it.
Hey.
If y'all whack teams.
Yeah, my sentiments exactly. But shout out to our homie host Los. As you see, the empty chair. He's not here tonight.
He's not here.
But it happens. He needed a break.
Right.
And sometimes you need that.
100%. Like, real talk.
But we chose to keep it going tonight. You never know. Next week, one of us may need a break, and he'll keep it going, right?
I'll be here next week.
Yeah. You're always here.
Yeah, I'm pretty much always here. But there was a time when a nigga wasn't here.
And our show did not happen.
Yeah, that was some rough time.
Because he handled the long gap we took was because of him, guys. He does the editing, so when he's not here, there you have it.
Oh man, good time.
Shout out to Los. Shout out to the Los Factor. He'll be back with us next week when we back rocking. Yeah, we got a special guest next week too.
Yes, we do. So stay tuned.
Y'all stay tuned. We're gonna have a special guest who runs their own podcast. He's going to join our podcast, and we're going to talk a little something.
Yes,
talk a
sir.
little real. Right. Well, let's jump into this scenario.
Let me hear what you got.
This lady says,
"Okay,
I need your advice.
We have it.
My husband has had an affair for 4 months now.
Okay, 4 months.
And he's been trying to hide it so much from me to a point that I feel pity for him.
Dang.
Because he struggles even going to pick up calls outside the house, pretending that there's no network in the house.
That's crazy.
How do I teach him to hide his affair without being caught? Because my own affair is now 2 years. It's going on for 2 years now, and he knows nothing about it. He's really suffering trying to hide it. Yet I knew about this affair in the first week that it happened. And I don't want to ask him about it or bother him because he's a very good husband and gives me and our kids everything that we need."
Hey man, with these scenarios, I've learned that there are some different human beings on this earth. Like, very different. Here's what I'm saying with this one. I mean, why don't y'all just have an open relationship? Why don't y'all just be Jada and Will out here? Have an open marriage, because it sounds like, y'all both want to cheat. So why even cheat and why hide it? Because she's saying she want to help him, right?
Yeah, she said she wants to help him how to hide it because she's doing her own thing.
She want to help him cheat. Here's what I'm saying. Have an open marriage.
Yeah.
Y'all both want to be and do things with other people. However, many times that may happen for either one of you. I'd go to him and be like, hey, let's just have an open marriage.
Yeah.
Make it simple. Then y'all won't have to hide.
She just needs to go to that man and be like, listen, let's sit down and talk.
Yeah.
Hey. Because apparently she don't want to go anywhere either.
She said it.
Yeah, because
she said he's a good man.
He's a good man. And apparently, for whatever reason, he doesn't want to go anywhere either because he's trying to hide it.
Exactly.
So I'm like, go to him. Hey, listen, I love you. You're a great husband.
Yeah.
And you're a great father. You're good to me and you're good to these kids.
Right.
But what I do know is that you've been having an affair for a long time.
Right.
And guess what?
I
I.
Exactly.
So have I. And listen, I'm not hurt behind it. I'm not asking you to stop.
Yeah.
You suck at hiding it, and I no longer want to hide mine.
There you go.
So let's stay together.
Mm-hmm.
You do your thing, I do my thing, and let's just be happy and be on our
real
merry
talk.
way.
Have some negotiations about how this open marriage is gonna look.
So how would you like this to look so that we don't have to sneak around and do it?
Make it easy.
Make it easy.
I'm saying, because y'all chirping about hiding it, you won't have to do that no more.
Hey, if we not ready to share this with the kids, we don't have to. We can keep it away from them.
The kids ain't never got to know.
Yeah.
They ain't never got to know.
They never got to know.
Like, real talk. It ain't none of their business.
It's none of their business.
I'm just saying.
Like, that is the solution.
I mean, I feel like it's just easy. You don't want to hide it. You don't want him to hide it anymore. Open marriage. Done.
Oh, done.
Then y'all can really, because it sounds like they into some other stuff possibly. Then if y'all want to bring, other people into the room, you know what I mean? Like if that's what y'all into, hey, I don't kick shame around here.
I'm not
at least not publicly.
I'm not judging. You do what you want.
I'll kink shame in private.
Hey, listen, some dudes get a kick out of seeing another dude bang their wife.
Cuck.
I am. I don't know. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, cuck.
Oh, well, I didn't know there was a name for it. I had no idea that there was a name for this.
Yeah. Good old cuck.
Yeah.
No, I'm straight. No, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, listen, like I said, I'll keep shame in private. If that's your thing, hey, do your thing. Do your thing.
I'm not.
Yeah, I'm cool. I don't share. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah. It's just like, I say this, like, do what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's within your boundaries.
Within your boundaries. Now, I will add to that, there are consequences to your choices. So I'm saying, like, if you want to get into some other stuff, you got to be willing to take what comes along with it.
What's the consequences if that's what y'all want to do?
Whatever comes along with it. And that could be good, bad, and everything in between.
Yeah.
Consequences ain't always bad.
I thought consequences meant bad.
Does it mean bad all the time?
Let's see what the word.
We're going to hit the Googles?
Yes. Let's see what consequence means. I thought consequences always meant something negative.
Let's see what it says in the Googles, what a consequence is.
A result or effect of an action or condition.
There you go. Doesn't say if it's good or bad.
It doesn't. A result or effect of an action or condition.
There you go.
Have been laid off of work as a consequence of their administrative policies. This is an example.
There you go.
That's weird.
I'm just saying.
I never knew that.
Well, that's because when we were growing up, it was always a negative thing.
Consequences as negative.
Like I was having this conversation with somebody like a month or so ago.
They'd be like, well, your actions have consequences, but they only said it when it was bad.
Yeah, when it was bad. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It ain't always bad. A consequence is what it is. It's just a result of a decision. Easy.
The consequence is simply a result or a conclusion of an action.
There you go. And it
says a consequence is what happens immediately after behavior. Consequences can be a positive and a negative.
I'm saying. I literally was just telling somebody.
Positive consequence show your child she has done something you like. The child is more likely to repeat the behavior when they see consequence.
There you go.
Interesting. I've learned something.
See? I have a song called Choices and Consequences.
You do.
And I'm saying, like, it's not always bad.
I can't wait. I can't wait. Y'all done let the wrong one know this.
Hey, that's hilarious. Man, I've been saying that for years. Like, a consequence is not always a bad thing. I've said it multiple times on songs. Consequence. Good, bad, and in between.
Yeah. All right, then. There you have it.
There it is.
Right.
So if you want to go out here and be a cuck, male or female, I don't know what the female version of a cuck would be. I'd imagine it'd be kind of the same thing. Neither here or there.
I'm not putting that in my Google search and messing up my
Please don't put that in your Google.
Algorithm.
Yeah, please don't put that in your Googles.
Only nothing popping up on my socials because I didn't say something.
Oh man, don't put it in Twitter. Don't
Ads,
just
start getting
just leave it
follows
alone.
Like, no.
Oh man. But yeah, whoever that young lady is, I'd say just have a conversation and have an open marriage. That way y'all don't have to hide it anymore. I think it's pretty simple.
I think what she's saying is women are better at cheating.
I'd agree. I definitely agree.
They are.
Yeah, absolutely.
They are absolutely better.
Hell yeah, they are.
Why
and they know they are.
Why is this?
I don't know. That's a good. Why are women better at cheating?
Is it because men don't pay attention to detail as close?
Not for real. We really don't. like take dude for instance. He's going outside saying the signal is bad here. Like, fam, everyone in this house knows the signal is not that bad.
Everybody else's signal work but yours.
But yours.
So now you got to go outside to take a call.
And I'm sure y'all all on the same network.
Where you probably been just scrolling away for hours, and now all of a sudden
Exactly.
your phone rings.
Now it don't work.
And your network is messed up.
I'm saying. Not paying attention to detail.
Stupid.
That's what men do. We can be Neanderthals sometimes.
A woman will answer the phone right there.
That's what
and already have planned how this conversation
right,
will
exactly,
go out,
man.
like she's talking to her girlfriend.
Dang. It's like, I don't know if that's good or bad.
And she'll tell the dude, like, if I answer the phone like this, that means my husband.
Yeah, that's hella smart.
And dudes, we so dumb on the other end of that, we be like, okay. I'll just call back, just
real talk.
Just go along with him.
Oh, man. Yeah, dudes are Neanderthals sometimes.
Women just have the whole, a dude will cheat, throw his homie in the situation and scenario. But not warn his homie that he's thrown in the situation or scenario.
And then questions come his way, and now he done blew your spot up.
Nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
He looking at the dude like, like, what am I supposed to say?
Right. Hey, real talk, man.
A woman's going to have the whole thing set up.
The whole
Girl,
thing.
I'm going out today with Nick, and I'm telling my husband I am with you, and this is where we went, and this is how long we were there.
Yep. Or it may not even be that. They just have a whole little thing set up. A woman could probably be cheating on you with a dude and introduce you to the guy. Yes. You know what I'm saying? And you would be none the wiser. They good at it, man. That's why I'm like, I don't know if that's good or bad.
That's horrible.
It's horrible that women are good at cheating.
Yeah, they're that good. They're that conniving.
You said that conniving? Yeah.
So I don't think that men necessarily cheat more than women. Y'all just smarter at it. So y'all haven't got caught enough where the number adds up to what y'all really think it is.
I wish there was a way we could quantify that. If we could do a survey of 200 men and 200 women, or however the survey will work. See who cheated more.
Anonymously, have you ever cheated?
Yeah.
Women are still gonna lie.
They will. But that's why they so good.
That's why it's so good. Because dudes will be like, so this anonymous, right?
Right, yeah, exactly. And tell everything. It'll be a tell-all. That's exactly what it is.
I've been waiting for this. This is anonymous.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me tell you.
That's what a dude would ask. A woman wouldn't ask. She'd just be like, no, I never cheated.
Never.
And say it with a straight face.
I've never cheated.
Dang. Sucking my teeth at y'all, women.
Yeah. Dudes, you're stupid.
We are. We can't be dumb sometimes.
Just dumb.
Cold
just don't
world,
do it.
Man. Cold world. Dang, cold world
out here. Is you rolling?
All right, man. Is you rolling?
I feel like we should bring back the Is You Rolling. What y'all think?
We might be able to do that. We might. We'll bring it back.
I feel like it got the hypeness up before we went into
Is
You Rolling. We need to bring back Is You Rolling by Roy Nova, a.k.a. Justin.
Next week, we're going to play the Is You Rolling.
Is You Rolling.
I got you.
It brought a certain energy to Is You Rolling that we ain't got no more. We're just like, Is You Rolling?
I ain't mad at it.
We're going to bring it back.
We just try to keep the podcast moving.
Yeah, we're going to keep it moving with a little groove, though.
I like it.
Is You Rolling coming back. But right now, it's not coming back today. Is You Rolling.
Me first?
Yeah.
Here we go. Super easy, super to the point. Clear my throat. It says, sex is the backbone of the relationship, period. That's it. Sex is the backbone of a relationship.
X. So When we saying backbone, we like foundation
Um,
or longest backbone like that.
what does backbone mean to you?
That's what I'm trying to think. Because backbone to me is like, when I think of backbone, I think physically.
Okay.
So physically, when your back's done, you're done.
Okay. In some ways.
Like when you got a messed up back,
Yeah.
it affects everything that you do.
It does, but you can still function.
Nah, for real.
Well, I mean, function in a way where
like
it's
if your back, if
you're not dead.
Like if you got, but you basically you are. Basically, you are. Like,
Yeah,
and I ain't even just talking about like. Of course, if you got a broke back, broke spine, it's a wrap.
Yeah,
you're paralyzed.
A wrap. Yeah,
you're not. You're immobile at that point. But even if you got to pull the muscle.
No, I listen. I've had to pull muscle on my back.
It will sit you down.
100%.
It will mess up all movements and everything.
This is true.
So
this is true.
I put that in the family of sex is the backbone.
Okay.
So it said if sex ain't right, your relationship basically is immobilized now.
Okay, let's go with that.
Yes,
you are rolling. Okay.
I'm rolling.
Clap it up.
I'm rolling. I am rolling. Like, listen, man. People try to act like it's not.
This is true.
They try to act like it's not that important, but it is very important.
It definitely is. Matter of fact, on that topic, I read something this guy has said on Twitter as it pertains to sex. In this, so you know how people, they have the question with the dude with the swords, and it's like, what opinion about whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so this says, what sex opinion will have you like this, and then it had the swords or whatever.
I read a couple of those today, and one of my issue rolling comes from from that same Twitter thing. So
I hope it ain't the same one.
It's not. I hope not.
Okay, so this guy, I think it's a guy. It is a guy. He said sex is overrated, and anyone who does that shite regularly has a problem. I'm gonna keep going. The look on your face. It says, I've been alive for 47 years. I've never had sex once. Haven't even had a girlfriend, but I'm still alive living my life. Stopped acting like sex is the end all be all when Star Wars is infinitely better. Now, I don't know if he's trolling.
He has to be.
But
he's definitely.
Let's say if he's not. I feel like that's kind of extreme.
If he's not trolling, I don't feel like it's extreme for him.
It's extreme for him too.
No, it's overrated to him because he's never experienced it.
Which is why it's extreme.
So it's easy to be like, oh, that's overrated. Never had it before.
Yeah.
He doesn't know the greatness of it. He's never tasted it.
I told he's never tasted it.
He's never
all pun.
Yeah, all pun.
Yeah.
He's never The Bible says, oh, taste and see.
No.
Oh, yikes.
Oh my gosh. This is why context is important. This is why context is important.
Oh, taste
as it pertains to the Bible.
That is good.
Oh my gosh.
No, it says the Lord is good.
And I agree, by the way.
Yeah, he hasn't experienced the benefits.
Yes, and the goodness and mercy of
what the Lord has provided for us.
I totally agree.
That's why, like, when I think about it, like, that's why I was like, you don't need to have this with more than one person because this is how powerful.
It is very powerful. It is very powerful. And for this man to be 47 years old, if, again, he's not trolling, saying he's never had a girlfriend and never had sex once.
There's something wrong with him.
Yeah, I feel for that brother.
Yeah.
I feel for you. Like, seriously. It's like you said, you can say it's, well, I'm thinking, how can he say it's overrated if he's never had it? You have nothing to compare it to. You've never had it. So you don't know if it's overrated.
People make dumb claims like that all the time.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Oh, Jordans are overrated, but you never had a pair of Jordans.
Yeah.
So you've never got a chance to get complimented on your shoes.
That's funny. Hey, that's hilarious.
Your shoes don't get compliments, so I understand why you
that's
think
funny. Right.
I have a problem.
Yeah.
You don't understand because you never experienced someone stopping you in the middle of a mall saying, hey,
that's
some
true.
dope shoes.
That is true.
You never experienced it.
Yeah, it does something for your pride.
Some people say cologne is overrated.
Cologne is overrated?
Yeah, some people don't like cologne. Like,
have you heard someone actually say that?
Yeah.
Like a woman or a man or both?
Like,
Cologne
perfume
is
is
overrated.
Like, you don't need that.
I mean, sure, I don't think you need it, but
I think you do.
Need?
Yes.
Tell me more.
I feel like it's a need for me. I don't leave the house most of the time without it.
Why?
Because I love it.
I mean, I feel you because I'm the same way.
I love to smell good.
Okay, and that's what I'm saying. I feel you.
Like, I don't like
2 things I'm gonna do before I leave the house. I'm gonna take a shower. I'm gonna spray some cologne.
Yeah,
because I like to smell good when I go out.
I love to smell good. Like, and it ain't all like for the attention or somebody saying
right.
It.
Yeah,
I literally love it.
Oh,
I can be
you.
going anywhere that I may not even be around somebody.
No, real talk. Yeah,
I go to work and go in my office.
Yeah,
and I'm there.
Yeah,
and it's going to smell great.
I'm rolling.
It's like, but some people who that's not their thing, they're like, oh, that's overrated because it's not their thing.
Just saying it's overrated is just
it's stupid. It's a stupid claim because it's hard to say something overrated that you haven't tried.
Exactly, and that's why I'm so confused.
But society does it all the time.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Yeah,
it's dumb.
It's very stupid.
So, sex is the backbone of the relationship. I'm rolling. I'm definitely rolling. Now, of course, there are other things that are important. Don't get us wrong. There are other things that are important in a relationship. Sex is one of those things that is very important to some.
And here's why I say it's the backbone.
Okay.
I'm not saying it should be, but it is.
Mm-hmm.
Because only other thing I could put up there probably with that is going to be communication.
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But if a relationship that communicates well but has bad sex, I think will end faster than a relationship that does not communicate well but has amazing sex.
I'm rolling. I'm absolutely rolling.
Because
100%. Good sex will keep you in something you should not stay in.
Amazing sex will be like, man, I don't like the way we talk to each other. But and nobody ever made me feel like this before.
Like people will have arguments and then make up with just sex and not talk about
anything.
Which is very unhealthy, by the way. Very unhealthy. But
I get it.
That's why I'm rolling with what you're saying.
Yeah.
Hey, like you said, it's a powerful thing, man.
You can have.
That's why God created it.
You can have all the money and be in a financially stable place, in a wealthy place, and cheat.
100%.
If the sex is bad.
100%.
Jeopardize all that money for some good sex.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
That is crazy. Dang.
It is the backbone. You should know. You should leave something, but that good sex will be making you think twice.
100%.
It's like, am I gonna find this?
No, that's real.
Like
that is very real.
Like a part of you be like, I can find somebody else with money.
Yeah.
I can find somebody else with good communication.
Right. Somebody who look good.
But finding somebody that you're sexually on the same page and compatible with, it's not easy.
Ooh, that's a tough one. I'm rolling.
I ain't saying it's right.
Well, we ain't saying it's wrong either.
I'm not.
I mean, it just is what it is. It just is what it is.
The truth that I've come to know in my 41 years. is all I'm saying.
Oh, man. Because here's the thing. There is a world that you can live in where you can have good communication and good sex.
There is.
So why not have both if you can?
It ain't even if. You can.
I'm rolling. I'm rolling.
Like I'm
rolling. Definitely.
You can have good sex, good communication, and love.
I'm rolling with all this. And respect.
And respect.
And peace.
And peace.
That don't mean you're going to have all of these all the time at the same time. But I'm just saying. Because even you can have times where the sex maybe is not as good.
Yeah.
It don't mean it's going to be 100% all the time.
No.
You're going to have some days where you have some, C-.
I ain't on my A game every time.
There you go.
Any man that act here like they just performing top notch all the time.
Come on now.
Is lying.
Lying. Absolutely lying.
Man, like, I ain't never bust quick. Yeah, stop lying. Stop it.
Right, real talk.
Stop it, my guy. We didn't all have moments we didn't live up to the standard that we had for ourselves going in.
100%. Figuratively and literally. Going in.
Going in like.
It's facts.
Right.
It just is what it is, man. It's okay. It's totally fine.
The funny thing is, women, most dudes ain't caught off guard as y'all think we are when that happens.
What you mean?
Like, you gotta know like something in your mind is like when it's about to go down, you like this. Like
this ain't gonna end well.
This
I'm not gonna be in my A game tonight.
I'm not.
That is true.
You already know,
That
like
is
I got to
true,
make a round two happy because this first one.
Yeah, it ain't gonna hit. Pun intended.
Let me get her there real quick.
Hey, that's terrible. That is terrible.
Dudes know.
But it's true.
I try to act all caught off guard, so I'm like, oh, I don't know what happened. Yeah, you do.
You know it. You got excited. And that's okay.
It happens.
That's okay. You got excited.
That's happen. As long as that's not your norm in your everyday.
Real talk.
And if it is, there's doctors out there for it, I guess.
You get excited. You get nervous. All these things happen.
Yeah.
It totally happens. It's okay.
And definitely once you've been in something for a while,
mm-hmm.
you know, you done proved your point.
Hey, no, real talk though. Yeah. Absolutely.
And listen, ladies, y'all ain't always on y'all A game either.
Listen, I'm gonna clap it up for that.
Nah, like for real, because they will act like women talk like they can't be bad.
This is true. This is very true.
I didn't heard women ask that type of question like, how can that be bad? Like, easy.
Yeah. Sometimes it can be too loose.
Yeah. Sometimes you're just lazy.
Very true. I think that's an underrated thing, though. Like laziness. It's like, you just want to just lay there and you know what I mean? Or if they just not into it.
Yeah.
And maybe it is because they're just boring. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Real vanilla or whatever the case may be. Like, all that stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Like just because you have a vagina doesn't mean you have great sex.
It's very true.
Like, that's just the reality of it.
It is very, very true.
And just because a man has a penis doesn't mean he's putting it down.
Yeah, no, real talk.
So
it's very true.
It's like it's so much more. Definitely accounting for the mental and the emotional part of it that goes into.
Which is a real big part of it.
Yeah.
A very huge part of it. Absolutely.
I think some people connect physically and it be crazy good sometimes. And they think like, oh, I can do this and this is going to be how it is with everybody. Like, nah.
Yeah, that ain't the case.
When you finally get with someone and you have an emotional connection from them, sometimes it'll make up for anything else.
No, real talk. That emotional connection, absolutely.
Yeah. So,
that's facts, boy. That's very true.
And I like at 40-something, rather have that.
The emotional connection?
Yeah.
I'm rolling.
Like, I want the physical to do their thing. Like,
I kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, had to.
I want to do the thing, but I would rather be in tune.
Yeah, absolutely.
On that level. Like, like just doing it to be.
Yeah, nah. Yeah. I mean, I'd argue that the physical connection is actually all the more better when you have an emotional connection. Really.
Absolutely.
All the more better.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm rolling.
All right.
Yeah, absolutely. Did a little deep dive on that right there.
All right. So it was the same type of thing. Basically, they held the knife, little meme with the knife guy holding up. Then, what's your opinion about, sex that would get you in this position, basically with the guy with the knives off. So this lady wrote.
Okay.
He wrote, sex that you're not supposed to have is the best sex.
Well, what does she mean that you're not supposed to have? That's what I'm asking.
Sex that you should not be having is the best sex that
I'm not
you
rolling
be
with
having.
that. I'm not rolling with that. I'm not rolling with that at all. And I've heard people say that, like, oh, it's better because it's like, forbidden or whatever. Like, and the forbidden fruit is better or whatever. I'm not rolling with that. Because even in a situation where you're quote unquote supposed to be having it, it can still be fire.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely not rolling with that.
I'm not going to roll with that.
Okay.
Because, yeah, I'm not going to roll with that.
Uh-huh.
But I will twist it a little bit to roll with something.
Okay.
And I will say...
Tread lightly.
No, I'm not going to say anything that's going to get me in trouble at all.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Smart man.
Yeah. I'm just making sure, you know what I mean?
Sex in places that may seem forbidden or where you should not be supposed to have.
Okay.
It's some of the best sex.
I might roll with that.
I think that spontaneous
Okay, yeah, the
aspect
spontaneity of it. Yeah. Okay.
brings a little something different to
I'll
it.
roll with that. Yeah. Okay. I will roll with that.
I'll roll with that.
Yes. Okay.
People that you ain't supposed to have it with.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Hey,
like who you messing
hold on,
with?
what are we talking about right now? Like, I need clarity.
I think we talking about that first scenario.
Yeah,
Like that's how they got.
Exactly.
That's how they got there.
That's why I'm like, hold on, what are we on right now? You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's how they got. That's how they got in their situation.
Oh man,
by thinking just like that.
Yeah. That's what I was like, whoa. But yeah, no, I feel that. Yeah, places that you probably shouldn't.
Because I think it's just that I think what people are really looking at is like that, in a sense, risk factor.
Yeah, yeah.
Add something to it.
Right, yeah.
And I would like to say, like being spontaneous and having a quickie somewhere where you like, we ain't supposed to do it here, but come on.
Yeah.
I mean, that could add a little something to it.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
And listen, tread lightly, like, do what you're comfortable with.
No, 100%. We ain't saying get out on the side of the highway.
Right.
And that ain't, you know, something you with.
But at the same time, be open-minded.
About getting out on the side of the highway?
No. I mean, hey, if that's your thing. Understand that
the idea of getting caught. Yeah, exactly. And them more than likely is going to be bad consequences. I'm just saying. just jail time, possibly.
Yeah, I mean. But, I mean, yeah, I guess on the side of that.
Yeah, I mean, some people just ain't open-minded like that. Some people really do like to keep it vanilla.
Yeah.
Niggas, that's not my life.
I mean, hey. Again, have your boundaries.
Man. Right, 100%.
Have your boundaries. Like, because spontaneous can happen in the home.
Absolutely.
It doesn't have to always be some crazy risk of jail or getting kicked out of movie theaters and all of this or losing your job. Like,
yikes.
That like, it don't have to be those type of risks.
Yeah, this is very true.
But if that's your thing and you want to take the risk, take it.
Hey.
But if that's not your thing, add spice at the house.
I'm rolling.
Make it spontaneous there.
Yeah.
Like it's different ways to do different things to fit your relationship.
Absolutely.
Find that out for you.
Yeah.
Right. But
make your boundaries clear though.
Yeah, make it clear.
I'm just saying.
You know.
Don't have anybody up in here guessing.
Right.
You want some weird stuff.
Don't have nobody no dude showing up to your job with a trench coat on thinking it's about to go down.
Right,
you ain't down with that.
Oh man, hey, that's sick though. If a dude show up to your job with a trench coat on, he butt naked on there, under there, that's just not as sexy. Now that is coming from a guy. I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that because I'm like, nah, I ain't that sexy.
Would you feel comfortable with your woman pulling up to you?
To my job?
Yeah.
I work from home, so absolutely pull up.
When you work that
on me.
When you work that corporate America.
Yes. I absolutely would. And then now it may be a situation where it's like, okay, we can't do it in here, but I'm gonna come outside.
Well, yeah, lunch break.
I'm outside.
I'm taking lunch break. Like,
oh yeah, I'm outside.
I can be on a call.
I'm outside.
I can be on a conference thing. Like, hey, sorry y'all. Listen, this meeting is now over, and I gotta go.
Hey, I'm outside.
The lady's outside, and
she brought me lunch.
It's an emergency.
And when I say lunch,
yes, she brought me lunch. It's time for my snack. It is snack time, and I am on my way out.
Oh man, that's wild. That is insane. But yeah, no, I'll be cool with it.
Gotta put Zoom on my phone, turn the camera off, and the same.
Yikes. I'd have to turn my whole phone off because I'd be scared. Like maybe I didn't log out of the meeting. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I'm definitely getting fired if I didn't log out the meeting. It's over. It's over. And I don't think that risk is worth it. Like losing my job. Sorry, not sorry. Sex ain't gonna be happening. You lose your job and you broke. Choices and consequences. I'm just saying.
At one point in life, I wouldn't care.
Well, I mean, sure, when we were young.
But being that what I make now, I can't take those tests.
I'm just saying. Like what I make now, I'm saying like I can't put on my resume that I got fired.
This is why I got let go.
And this is why I got fired.
They ask that question in every so what has you here today? Why are you moving on?
Yeah, but
Can't even put your last job as a reference.
Right, exactly. Listen, you get asked that question, just walk out of the interview. Like, you know what? I can't do this. Just leave. Just walk out. Like, seriously. That's what I'm saying. I'm not willing to take that kind of risk.
No, it ain't, not at 40s.
Nah.
I ain't got time to be starting over just because I wanted some.
Exactly.
You gotta have self-control.
Yeah, real talk. You got to have self-control. But I mean, if she wanted to pull up with it on, it's like, we can arrange something. We can arrange something.
You can tell me you at home on your lunch break. I'm going home for lunch break.
I'm on my way.
Come get it. Say less.
I'm on my way. Easy. I'm on my way.
It is what it is.
I'm just saying, man. They're going to be like, these dudes is out here. Why would we have this conversation when Los ain't here?
Join us. Join us out here. You should be out here too. Join us out here.
Oh, man, dude.
All right.
Here we go. Main topic, man.
Let's talk about this, man.
Main topic.
Life has changed.
Too many. Dadgummit.
Don't we know more than a lot of people?
It feels like it sometimes. Hey, it feels like it sometimes. Like, seriously.
The sad thing about it is, like, there are a lot of people that have had it worse off than us.
Oh, 100%.
And that is sad.
100%.
Because I know what we've been through.
Exactly, boy.
And to think that there's some people out there that would happily take our situations.
No, real talk, boy.
But, hey, life has changes. Good and bad.
Yes, it does.
And even with good transitions nor bad transitions, you have to pivot and learn how to operate through these changes.
Yes.
So we're going to talk about that today.
Mm-hmm.
Like just being able to navigate and move through the changes of life.
Yes.
And let's talk about it first from, I'm in corporate America, and so are you.
Yes.
Corporate America has this saying about life when you walk through the doors of corporate America.
Okay.
They tell you, leave life at the door.
I never heard that.
Yeah. They be like, oh, you going through something at home? You got to leave that at the door. When you get through here, it's time to work.
I mean, I guess that's fair. Easier said than done, but okay, keep
so,
going.
You're going through these transitions in life.
Uh-huh.
How do you perform adequately at work while trying to navigate the changes
I don't
of life? Like, let's talk about, because that is a real thing.
It is a very real thing. Oh, I'm so glad you brought that up because of how real it is.
It is real.
It is very real. And it's definitely not something that is talked about often.
It ain't.
Because good
because
Lord,
sometimes,
man.
and definitely now that I'm leading.
Yeah.
It's like, and I have people under me that bring me these scenarios of everything that they're going through.
Right, yeah.
And it's like, am I a therapist or your boss?
Both.
But
both. Like real talk.
Definitely both.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I now, but because I've been in their shoes as a rep, I have a lot more empathy towards it now.
No, real talk. That's facts.
And I tell them, like, there's some things you can leave through at the door and work through.
100%. Yeah.
There's some things you can't.
Hey, fact.
And I'm not going to ask you to.
I like that. Yeah. Real talk.
When those things come about, if you need a day,
take that day.
Take that day.
Facts.
Because what I know, if you don't take that day and try to work through it, your work is not going to be where it needs to be.
Exactly.
So I said, I don't care if you just need a couple hours in the morning.
Yeah.
To say, hey, last night was rough.
Uh-huh.
I had stuff going on. I need a couple hours.
Right. Yeah.
Take it. Because if you don't take it, now I got 8 hours of half-ass.
Facts. Real talk. Yeah.
6 hours of greatness.
Yeah. I'm rolling. Absolutely. Yeah.
Because I've been there.
We all have.
And listen, it is not easy.
It's definitely not.
It is not easy.
It's definitely not.
When home is in the shitter.
Literally. In the shitter.
And you trying to perform top tier at your job.
Man, listen. It's, when I was going through one of the worst times in my life, I remember I was on my way to work. Literally, I was like probably 5 minutes away from the office. And I just had a breakdown in the car. I called my boss. I said, I ain't making it the whole day. And she was cool. She was like, hey, because I had already told her what was happening. So she was like, listen, I've been there. I know how I go. She was like, this is when I was going through my divorce for, listeners. And she was just like, look, if you need to take 2-3 days, do it. She was like, I get it. And she already knew, kind of like what you were saying, like my work was going to suffer.
Yeah.
It already was. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're going through stuff outside of work and then you try to go into work, all you can think about is what's going on outside of your job. Because, you know, at the end of the day, you're going to have to go back to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, while you at work, more than likely, you're going to be thinking about, like, how to fix whatever that situation may be. Yeah. You ain't thinking about spreadsheets and talking to customers or whatever it is that you do. You're going to be thinking about how to fix that mess that you got to go back to, because that is what you live most of your day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this stuff at work is going to be like, man, whatever. I'll get back to this.
Hey.
So I don't know. It's kind of like, man, how do you...
I lost a job.
Because of stuff going on
because,
outside of work?
Because if you remember, like, we was in Dallas.
Uh-huh.
Remember, and I took a call to accept this offer letter.
Okay.
Because I was working at one job, and this is while I was going through the divorce.
Yeah.
Working at the job, I feel like at that job I was getting passed up for opportunities I deserve.
Mm-hmm.
I'm already emotional.
Yeah.
Because I'm going through a divorce.
Right.
No one knows this at
Okay.
the time. My job don't know.
Mm-hmm.
No one knows, but my immediate family and y'all.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm just trying to push through and navigate it, not show it.
Uh-huh.
And so now I'm getting passed up for a couple positions I'm applying for. I'm like, I'm getting out of
Yeah.
here. So I go apply for some other job, go apply for another job, and I'll get hired.
Yeah.
And then that's when like at that point when I was at the other job, we was kind of still trying to figure it out. Was we gonna get divorced and all of that?
Yeah.
By the time I got to the other job and took it, it was like, we're getting a divorce.
Yeah.
And the weight of it started hitting.
Okay. Yeah.
And now I'm at this new job trying to learn new processes.
Mm-hmm.
The way they do things. They wasn't as innovative as the place I was leaving. So I left that place, honestly, emotionally.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And now I'm at this new thing. And my mind just wasn't there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they know me. Like, I got recommended from an old supervisor who was now the vice president of that company, all that. So he's seen my work. So he's bragging on me as I'm coming in. Like,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And my performance was nowhere near what he was used to it being.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
To the point, like, I feel bad now. Like, I still kind of want to reach back out to him and be like, listen, man, I know you put your name on the line when you recommended me to hire, and I know I didn't live up to what you wanted me to be.
Right. Uh-huh.
This is why.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So you don't think that I just BS'd you.
Yeah.
You know, and I probably should do that.
Yeah.
Probably should do that.
Wait a minute. How many years has it been?
What? Shoot. Good God. But it's still been like probably 5, 6? Damn, has it been
that long?
Let me see. My daughters are 7.
Uh-huh.
We separated before they turned 2.
It's been a long time.
So then divorce happened probably about 2 years after that. So yeah.
Yikes.
Been at least 3.
Yeah, at least 3,
about
definitely.
2 where the divorce is final. About 4 as it started going into place. So
sheesh.
Yeah.
Time flies, boy.
So I just couldn't perform. And I kept trying to and all that. Direct supervisor would have talks with me. And at that time, it's like, I'm going through it. So most nights was drinking nights.
Right. No,
like just being
hey,
real,
facts,
like
real
just getting lit.
Yeah, hey, that's
trying
real.
To go into work the next day. And when they finally let me go from this job, which was one of the best things that happened.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be where I'm at now if they wouldn't have let me.
Uh-huh.
Thank you. If you're listening, you're not.
Right. They ain't listening.
But letting me go at the time was like the best thing that ever happened.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Because like real talk, I just like, it was the worst thing because I'm like, I'm going through divorce.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got no job.
Yeah.
I got these 2 little 2-year-old kids, 3-year-old at that point, looking me in my face that I still got to provide for.
Yeah.
Now I ain't got the additional income of a wife to fall back on. I'm in this whole spot by myself, all my own bills.
Mm-hmm.
My mama like, you can come back here. I'm like, nah, no, I can't.
Nah, real talk. It's
I told her like straight out, Mom, I come back here, I'm at rock bottom.
Right. Hey,
like
facts.
as a man, I gotta exhaust all possibilities.
Yeah, that's real.
So like a man, I was like, I gotta figure it out, but I just start driving Uber and Lyft.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
Heavily.
Yeah.
But it was so peaceful.
Yeah.
for that time.
Yeah.
I can just pick up people, drop them off, and just have time to not have to put on for anybody.
That's real. Yeah, that's real.
And I would do both like the airport run. So I would just be sitting at the airport, chilling.
Just
to
chilling, right.
And, and I just had time to really think
and
figure it out.
Yeah.
And I don't know where I would be if I had to continue to go to work every day during that time.
Right.
And perform and put on like everything was okay.
Yeah.
Because at that point, it wasn't.
Yeah, I feel that.
like it really wasn't.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to navigate. I done navigated some stuff. Like I done took deaths and went back to work the next day.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
That's why I told them reps, like some things you gotta know yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I would say that's the thing. I would say how to navigate through work. Life changes. You gotta be real with yourself.
And there's always different transitions.
Yeah.
You know, that'd be thing. Because I'm even thinking like my last situation, you know, when I was moving back here or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, thank God I was working from home. That made it a lot easier. You know what I'm saying? Like went, got my stuff, came back, set it up, and that was it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was working from home.
And you could take your moment.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
yeah. I can,
people, everybody watching.
Right, yeah. I can cry on my keyboard all day and won't nobody know. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I can kind of get up, move around, you know what I mean? Just to get my mind right. So, I mean, in that sense, it was a blessing that I was working from home, but it's still like just one of them transitions where you just gotta pivot, man, and just roll with the punches.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the best you can. Like I said, I didn't have to interact with people face to face. So I would have, conference calls and stuff like that. But it's like, I could prepare myself for that. You know what I'm saying? But, for other people who may not have that luxury, it's just like, man, like you said, you got to know you.
Yeah.
You got to know you. You absolutely
you got to be honest with yourself and depending on the situation where you really are.
Yeah.
And hopefully, and this is the hard part because everybody ain't in position to be able to do it.
Yeah.
Where you ain't got no choice.
Facts.
But to push through.
Real talk, yeah.
And no matter how poorly you perform and all that, your job is suffering because you ain't got no choice. You ain't got no PTO day.
Yeah, exactly.
Or you didn't, exhausted all of them.
Right. Yeah.
Where you can't take off.
Yeah.
Or where you've been put in a position where now you the sole single mother now because dude left on some crazy stuff. Now you gotta figure it out.
Exactly.
Or, the craziest thing about corporate in the transitions. It's the 3 bereavement.
That's craziness.
That is wild.
It is the worst thing ever.
You can give me 6 weeks if I bring life into it. 4 if you're a man, because they don't care.
Oh, yeah. They say you didn't push
woman,
that baby out.
They give a woman an extra 2. Some 8 now.
Which is still trash, too, honestly.
Still trash. But if you lose, and think about it, they're only giving you 3 days if it's what they consider direct. In most cases.
That is insane.
I am blessed to be at a job now that I have unlimited.
Yeah.
Where if I need it, I got it. Right. And it's ironically you don't take advantage of it when you got an unlimited. I took more days off when I had limited time than I do when I got unlimited.
Yeah. I could see how that could be a thing though.
Yeah, because it's like, I got 14 days left, or I gotta use these 14
right,
run
exactly.
out. You feel like you gotta take them.
Right.
Now that it's unlimited and I can work from home, and I feel like
facts.
I gotta take off of this. I just work from home and do it.
Right, exactly. No, real talk. Yeah.
So, but the 3 bereavement days is like they only give it for immediate family, which means mother, father, brother, sister,
children,
or grandparents.
Okay.
Niece, nephew, nope.
Word, not even niece and nephew. That is direct. Word.
Most companies like nah.
That's crazy.
It's like the same thing. They wouldn't give it to you for your auntie.
That's bruh. If I lost one of my nieces or nephews, I'd be devastated.
Yeah, but they looking at that like it's auntie, uncle. You're not getting it.
Man, y'all better kiss my. That's crazy. That is insane.
For most companies, you are not getting it.
Wow.
And like I worked at the corporate American at one time when my ex-wife had a miscarriage.
Okay.
They didn't want to let me have no time off.
None?
Like I told them the day, called in that day, and then I was like, I had vacation time.
Uh-huh.
And, my direct supervisor was the one that just approved it. He's like, no,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this in.
Okay.
The company policy was like, no.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, at the time, I'm like, my wife is sick over here.
If for nothing else, it's like, yeah, she needs you.
Like,
that's
and
crazy.
honestly, like, I was devastated.
Yeah, exactly.
Because at that time, I think I'm about to have my first kid.
Right,
you know what I mean? So
it's
like, they didn't want to honor it.
That's
at first.
Nuts.
And I was a top tier performer.
Yeah, That's crazy.
And that's why my director supervisor was like, nah, I'll put this in. And but they give you 3 days to bury somebody that close to you and come back to work.
That's crazy. That's sad.
Like,
and I mean, usually it take about a week to even get the funeral arrangements and all that.
So the way they're gonna do it, most likely, is that day. You can use that day, that whatever when you find out the news.
Yeah,
that's gonna be one.
Yeah,
and then most likely you hoping that the funeral was on a Saturday. But then you're gonna have to take some time off. Definitely if it's direct, like your mom or something, to help plan it.
Yeah.
So you can probably go take that Friday off, go to the funeral on Saturday, take that Monday off, and they're expecting you back. That is crazy.
That is insane, man. Good Lord, dude.
And now
that
you
really
at
sad.
work. And some people are different. Some people would rather go.
Yeah, 100%. Which is understandable too.
It's understandable too.
People grieve differently.
My grandma passed. I went back.
Yeah.
It was like I wanted to keep busy.
Yeah.
I didn't want to. And I was able to push through that. I don't know if I would have the same strength that was like my mama.
Yeah. Listen, I give me a month.
Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry.
I'm not sorry.
Like real talk. That's what I'm saying. Sorry, not sorry.
Like, hey, listen.
I'm out.
I don't know. I can't tell y'all when I'm going to be back.
Hey, real talk. Just give me FMLA.
Like straight up. Like
real talk, boy.
And it's like, it's just weird that that's how they expect you to be able to navigate through this change in life.
Exactly. Because I don't think they look at it like that.
Yeah,
that it's a transition.
Yeah.
But it's like, bro, you don't understand. Like, I have to, learn how to live without this person. Like, I remember somebody asked me, what did they say? Like, how do you get over the death of like a parent? And I said, you don't. You don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, the thing is, you just learn how to live without them. You never get over it.
You never get over it.
At all. And I'm like, and that's okay, because it's like some days it's like those feelings just kind of come up and you revisit it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever those feelings may be. But it's just like, yeah, this is like the person who birthed you. That's not something you just, quote unquote, get over.
Yeah.
So for jobs to look at that like it's not like a transition that is insane.
Like, you don't, like, this girl was telling me a problem she was going through with her moms, and she was just explaining why she kind of being sporadic. Her mother is suffering from dementia.
Okay.
And that's when my grandma passed.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm like, I'm cool. I'm over it. She got to talking about that stuff on that call. I got that call.
Yeah.
I had to go get myself together.
Real talk. Exactly.
And it just comes like that. I done been driving down the street.
Right.
And see something that
just remind you. Exactly.
And it's like it just happened yesterday.
Exactly. Bro.
And I think sometimes, and that's why I try to approach my team in that way. Like, no, some days you're going to need to say, I can't do this.
Exactly. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And be honest with me. I said, now don't take advantage of me.
Right. Exactly.
Don't try to take advantage of it. But if you need it, I would rather you go take it because I understand.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Facts.
I
Real talk.
Like, I tell people, like, listen, something happened to you, this job gonna go.
Facts. Like, real talk.
Something happened to me. I love what I do.
Yeah.
This job's gonna
It's gonna keep going and keep making millions. Period.
So I tell them, like, there's certain things that I'm not about to put before this job, and I'm letting y'all know that. I said, we can be in the middle of this call. And my daughter's school number pop up on this phone. I'm going to tell y'all to hold on.
Hey, it's facts.
I'm picking up the phone number and see what's going on. And if they need me, I'll see y'all later.
Hey, real talk. Real talk. Yeah. It's that work-life balance, man. It's important.
You got to have it. So that, like, I would say this transition to the changes of life with work, you got to just be honest with yourself.
Yeah.
Take the days when you can take it, if you need it, if you can. And even if you don't have it, like, sometimes you just got to have that open, honest communication with your supervisor.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so important to, when you good, perform.
Yeah.
Build up that foundation.
Right.
So, like, they know you here when you're supposed to be here. Now, if you calling in all these other days for nothing, when you need it, they ain't gonna want to give it to
Hey,
you.
real talk. Hey, that's real.
But if you establish that foundation, like, you know I'm a hard worker, you know I'm here.
Exactly.
When you come in there and be like, hey, today I can't do it.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I got stuff going. They're gonna most good leaders are gonna be like, I know you.
Yeah.
If you're saying you need this day, you need this day.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know,
it's
so
building that trust and that rapport, man, with your job and your supervisor and all that. That junk is important. I think some people kind of take that lightly. And that ain't saying you got to be all buddy-buddy with people, but it is just kind of show your work ethic.
Yeah.
Show that you can be, reliable.
Right.
So then when you do need those times, it's like, okay, cool. I know you reliable. I know you ain't going to BS me. Cool. Take that time you need.
Let's talk about a good transition.
Okay.
And how we navigate a good transition.
Okay.
How do you navigate? Because we both, I'm not even about to tell y'all what we do. Make. But
I'm definitely not going to say how much I make.
None of your business.
Yeah, never.
But I feel like we make an okay amount of money.
Is it okay?
I mean, it's okay.
Okay.
Could be better.
I mean, it could always be better. We'll just leave it at that.
It could be better.
It could always be better.
If they tell me I'm getting a raise tomorrow, I'm going to celebrate.
100%. Yeah, absolutely. Shoot.
Matter of fact, hey, run it up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you listening, I need that.
Oh, man. That is hilarious.
But we ain't always been there.
Facts. 100%.
And I don't think most people think about it like that. Like, that is a transition.
Yeah, absolutely.
When you go from not making a certain amount to now making a different amount, that is a transition.
Yeah.
Because what I've learned from not being so great with money,
yeah,
you know, because he's the good one.
That's funny.
So
I am pretty good with my money.
We can have this conversation because he's better with money than what I am. I can be honest. Like,
that's hilarious.
We make about the same thing, but it's probably like he make way more than me because he manages it way better than I do. So
hey, that's hilarious.
I'm just being real. I can be honest. Like, hey, listen, that ain't my strong suit. He's frugal.
Okay, I can be a little.
You said you know
you're
frugal.
I can definitely be frugal.
You know me, like, sugar, let's go out.
Right.
Let's ball out.
But that's my problem too. Is that I won't purchase myself stuff much, which is a problem too.
I wish I didn't.
That's what.
You can have it.
Yeah.
And you be like, no, I'm not gonna spend that much on a meal today. Like, there's no reason for me to spend.
Right. Yeah. Because it's true.
It's true.
Yeah.
Me, I'm like, I got it. Why not? Like when we went to what's the name that day?
Where was that?
Papa Do's.
Oh God, you was bugging. Hey, I was telling somebody that story the other day. Because we was talking about like seafood or Papa Dough or something. I was telling them like, yeah, man, we went down there and went crazy. You went crazy, yes. But
give me the sea bass.
That sea bass is fire. That sea bass is fire. That's what I was telling her too. Because we am I telling too much?
No.
I'ma just say like she had never had sea bass, right? And so we was at a sushi spot. And so I'm like, yeah, get that. We gonna try this sea bass fire. Yeah. She like, yeah, I never had it. And I'm like, but she was looking at the price like, this little bit of, money or this little bit of sushi for that much money? I'm like, but it's fire though. It is fire.
Fire.
So I said all that to say, when you got the sea bass, because you got the sea bass, then you get a drink too, and an appetizer,
I got a drink,
and a dessert.
The lobster bisque, sea bass, and a dessert.
Hey, that sea bass is expensive. How much was that plate, that sea bass?
Man, that was like $60, $60, $70.
That mug was so expensive.
That mug was expensive.
It was so, but it was worth it though.
It was worth it.
See, but that's what I'm saying. That's one of the things where I'm like, I kind of not envy, but I'm just gonna use that word where I envy you because it's like you like, man, nah, I'm gonna spend the money and get this experience.
Yeah.
There are definitely times where I wish I was more like that and just like, you know what? And I've actually gotten a lot better with that. But it's like there are still times where it's like, yeah, no, I'm gonna just spend this money and get this experience.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pay $60. That sea bass was dumb expensive.
It was.
And we wasn't making that much money.
We wasn't at that time.
That's the problem.
That was the problem.
Yeah.
I was paying for stuff then.
Yeah,
I make the money.
You you was bugging.
Tripping.
Oh man.
Tripping, bro. Tripping.
Oh, that's so funny, bro.
It's like a $30,000.
Good God, man. That is crazy. Nah, you went crazy.
I went crazy. I was grieving. No, I don't even know if I was at the time.
I don't think you was at that. I don't think you was at that time.
No, all the Jordans was the grieving.
Oh my God.
But people don't. I don't think people think about that as like transition.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you go from making a lower amount to a higher amount, that is a transition
it
in life.
It absolutely is, 100%.
That takes some navigating and planning.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't, you're gonna wound up looking like you didn't get a raise.
Mm-hmm. Real talk, boy. Real talk.
Like you gotta sit and look that thing out and plan it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't got a raise before, and I was like, did I?
Yeah. No, real talk.
Because naturally, you make more, you spend more.
Yeah.
Or you go, and it ain't that you spend more, it's when you go create more bills.
Exactly.
That you don't really see it.
Which essentially is spending more.
Yeah.
When you're creating another bill.
You create another bill.
Yeah.
Like that's why like I have been fixing this vehicle. And and you know it's taking me everything.
Right.
This vehicle is paid off. Still look good.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I'm at 200,000 miles paid off. It's been having problems. Thank God I got a daddy that has taught me how to fix on stuff and how to go figure out, learn how to do it, how to put some money and keep it running.
Yeah.
Old me.
Well, you would have traded that mug in a long time ago.
I ain't even talking about like too old me. About 2 years ago, this vehicle would have been gone so quickly.
Quick, boy.
Like, first problem. Like, oh, no, I'm not dealing with this.
That's so funny.
I go to work every day. Why am I doing this? Like,
that's real.
And it would have been gone. I'd have went and created a whole nother car payment.
Real talk,
just because I could.
Real talk. And in contrast, myself, I was driving around in 2008 Honda Accord,
and I'm looking at you every day you pull up.
I remember y'all telling me one time, like, dude, why don't you just get a new car?
What are
get
you
a brand
doing
new car
in this?
But it's paid off.
It was paid off.
I paid cash for it.
And that boy was not a looker. Let me tell y'all.
It was not a looker.
Now listen, I'm driving a paid off high amount car. Well, I got a Lincoln. And it is fully loaded with all the bells and whistles.
Yeah.
So, and it still looks great.
Yeah.
That Honda was not it.
Listen, nobody ever wanted to ride with me. And I didn't give a damn. Because I said I got money in my pocket and I got money in my bank account.
You had money in your pocket while I was paying a $500 car note.
Now, today, I do have a car payment, yes. And I hate every month that I have to pay it. But it was just time. It was time.
Even now, you got a car note, but you still made a wise decision.
Damn right.
When you went out and got that car note.
Absolutely right. Because I wasn't about to overextend myself, man. Can I tell you why, though? Because we talking about, like, the transitions of life. I've been laid off because of my job field. I've been laid off a lot.
Yeah.
I work in telecom. Well, not anymore. But it's still kind of the same thing. I contract a lot.
Yeah.
And when you a contract worker, layoffs happen all the time.
Right.
So for me, like job changes over the course of 15 years have happened so much in my life.
Okay.
So now it's just kind of like, yeah, no. And the thing is, you can lose any job. Like you can get laid off from any job if you a permanent employee or a contractor, whatever. But contractors are usually the first to go.
Yeah. So
for me, it's just like, yeah, no, I'm not going to create debt and then I get laid off because then I'm just out here.
Which is smart.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, cool, I'll buy my little bucket. You know what I mean? Now, again, the car I have now was not a bucket. It's practically brand new. But like you said, yeah, I didn't spend I think that car was $26,000, something like that.
Like you should be in like
I could, but I don't want to pay for it because you gotta consider like the payment is already gonna be a bunch of money.
Yeah.
And then the insurance on top of that. You gotta consider the taxes that you gotta pay for it.
Yeah.
All that stuff. I think about these things. Sure, but I don't want to spend it. I don't want to spend it.
And that's where I'm like, I'm gonna spend it on something. Might as well.
You know what? I prefer not to spend it on a car.
Yeah.
I don't care about cars like that either, though.
I love luxury.
I mean, I feel you. I do too, but I don't want to spend money for it.
I'm not buying anything that doesn't have leather seats in the sunroof.
That's. But I ain't mad at it. Everybody has a thing.
Everybody has a thing.
Everybody has a thing, man.
But for real, like it's a transition that I don't think most people account for. We always be like, I need more. I want more money. I got to go get more money.
Yeah.
But you got to plan on like what that look like once you get it.
Real talk, boy.
Because if you don't plan for what it look like when you're going to get it, you're going to have it.
Yeah.
But it ain't going to look like you got it.
Facts. Real talk, man.
And you're going to find yourself in a situation, you're going to be like, man, shoot, like, and I've been there. I'm being honest, like, hey, the money I make, I should not be in this position right now where I'm trying to figure some things out.
Yeah.
I should be able to just go to the bank and get it.
Exactly.
But I didn't overspend here because I just had it, you know. And that's what, like, now, and here's transition, too, that you don't think about. Definitely when changing jobs, which was a huge transition in the position I am now versus where I came from.
Yeah.
Going from getting paid every week to bi-monthly.
Bi-monthly?
So bi-monthly is considered the 1st and the 15th, or the 15th and the last day of the month.
Yeah, oof.
That was
I couldn't do it.
A transition from hell.
Buddy. You talking about having a budget.
Oof. Because it ain't like every other week is his own budget.
Yeah.
Because like for me, so I get paid Friday.
Okay.
So I get paid on the 15th and the last day of the month.
Uh-huh.
I get paid on, my girl gonna listen to this and be like, so that's when you get paid. Timestamp. Nah.
1 hour, 15 minutes. Got you.
Nah. But so I get paid on the 15th and the last day of the month.
Uh-huh.
So because of that, the 15th falls on a Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So you get paid the first business day, the business day before that. So I get paid the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see a check again until the 31st. Which is two weeks in 3 days.
Yeah. Ooh, that's rough.
So if I don't spend right up front,
yeah,
I can easily be like, hey,
no, real talk.
Right? Or if I don't have anything in like savings or whatever, like it's like, hey, like
that's roughing it.
So that's like it ain't just always a transition of getting more money. Sometimes when you change jobs and positions,
absolutely, yeah,
and you go from a one pay cycle to a different pay cycle,
yeah,
because getting paid weekly caused me to waste a lot of money. I don't want Frank. I'm like, I get paid next Friday.
Yeah, it does give you that feeling.
Yeah,
like, make it back next week.
Yeah, I'm cool. I'll just go back. I got to make it from Friday to Friday.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
That's nothing. Cool.
Hey, man, listen to what you just said. I can make it from Friday to Friday. Like it's just we had that mindset. Yeah, man. We had that. How long can I survive? Is the mindset.
Yeah, because they say like I think the statistics is around about 75% of Americans are living check to check,
and it's very true. Absolutely, yeah.
Like, and 75% of them, like if you saying most of America is middle class, that means most is between 45,000 and 100,000.
And that is even not true. That's not true at all. Most of America is not middle class. Middle class is not even 45,000 to 100.
But it's an upper middle class. It's like ain't it like a lower class, middle class, upper middle class?
It is. It is poor, middle class, rich. Like that is it.
Okay.
Like real talk. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not with the money we make, we're still not middle class. Oh. Now you have to consider how much the economy has changed. Yeah, too. Okay. Everything is expensive today.
Well, we're poor, y'all.
You know, I'm saying. And like now, of course, to some other people, it's like poor.
Right.
You know, what? Not even close. But yeah, no, majority of America.
I've been poor.
Listen.
I found a check stub.
Let me look at the camera. I've definitely been poor.
Like I found a check stub when I was moving. And I just said, thank you, Lord.
Right. Hey, real talk.
God, you have been good. All the time I had complaints, throw them away.
Yeah.
Because I am sorry.
Listen, facts, boy.
That boy, I was making like $7 an hour.
I'm saying, we been there, boy.
I've been there.
We been there. And then I think it depends on like, you know, where you live at too. Mm-hmm. Like I think that's a very huge factor. Like we live in the Midwest. Everything is cheaper in the Midwest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Real estate. You know, now taxes, you know, can kind of be different here.
Yeah.
But it depends on where you live. So I would say like standards from where we live, some would probably say, oh yeah, nah, y'all winning.
Yeah.
Which would be understandable.
Yeah.
We're in the Midwest. But like take our salary and go to like a New York.
Oh, we're poor.
Very. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm in a 1-bedroom apartment.
Probably not even that.
Studio.
A 1-bedroom studio.
You in a studio.
And it's not even a studio. It's probably somebody's basement in a restaurant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it just depends on where you are, you know.
But you got to navigate those transitions.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
And plan for, because that's a good transition. Like you're getting more
100%.
money, you're getting more money, or you know, and
transitioning from a bad relationship to a good relationship.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like learning how to pivot and you know, move out of some of your bad habits or some of your triggers.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? Like stuff
huge.
like that. Like real talk.
That is huge because you can so easily take the damage from your past relationship,
absolutely,
and bring it right into your new relationship and make your current good person, pay for what somebody else did.
Absolutely. Real talk.
And sometimes you can take the own insecurities that you develop.
Yeah.
It ain't necessarily what somebody else done to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can take how you feel about yourself because what you've done.
Yeah, real talk.
And bring it to a relationship and think that this new person is treating you like you think of yourself.
Facts.
Like when you transition from one relationship to the next, now hopefully you take some time.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah, absolutely.
Like take some time. And I'm not here to tell anybody a time.
Right, exactly.
Everybody's time, definitely on depending on what the depth of that relationship was that you're leaving out of. Because every relationship is different. If it was just something like, you know, you can move on quicker.
Right.
But if it was something where you were deeply involved, definitely a marriage.
Yeah.
Take some time.
It's okay to take some time. 100%.
Heal. And I'm not here to be like, oh, you got to be 100% healed. Because honestly, I don't believe there's a such thing.
Yeah.
Like
I don't either.
People be like, be healed before you come mess with me. Like, what does that look like?
Yeah.
What is healed?
100%.
Like,
I think that's a question you have to ask yourself. Like real talk.
Like what is healed? I don't believe anyone is 100% healed. Because even when you think you're 100% healed, I think we talked about this on other podcast. Like there's some residue.
Yeah, 100%.
Like because once something is broken, I don't care how great it's put back together. There's still some sting there.
Yeah, absolutely.
If something hits it the right way.
100%.
So but take some time to understand yourself, relearn yourself, figure out who are you now, because the person you was before you got into that relationship and who you become after the relationship is probably a different person.
100%.
And now you have to relearn, who am I?
Yeah.
You know, because sometimes the relationship, just being honest, you can lose yourself.
Yeah. And I'll add to that, like, I think sometimes you don't know who you are with someone else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you may have been one way with somebody else, and you may be different with this new person. And that's not necessarily saying that you're just changing the core of who you are.
Right.
But I think, you know, depending on, the person you're with, it could bring out other things in you, other good qualities that you didn't know were in you. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like, you know, it just depends on the situation, which again is another like kind of pivot, because it's like, man, once you kind of get with somebody else and then you see, you know, this quote unquote like new person that you are because you're with somebody that is treating you in a way that brings more of that out of you, it can be kind of jarring.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you can kind of get scared like, ooh, I've never, you know, felt this way before. I've never reacted this way. But it's like, you know, that new person could bring that out of you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, because honestly, love is fearful.
It can be.
Like, people be acting like, oh, like, no, love is scary.
Yeah.
Because it strips your control if you really love somebody.
Yeah, no, real talk. Yeah.
like, it strips that away from you. You feel like you in control and all that. Like, nope. Love is that everybody do things that they say they never would do, put up with things they say they never would put up with, and go through things. And I ain't saying all bad.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like good things, like it changes you as it should.
Yeah, 100%.
As it should, but you have to be careful, like to not allow what happened in another relationship to damage you going into the next relationship.
Yeah.
Like you got to be careful with that. And you have to like allow people to be them.
Yeah.
Because and not make somebody pay for who they was in the last relationship.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Because like you said, sometimes someone can come along and bring something out of you. Like sometimes like you may see your ex or something
Mm-hmm.
thriving in another relationship.
Yeah.
And I've heard people say, like, well, why wasn't she like that with me? Or she would have been like that with me, would have been like that. Or why he ain't, I asked for all that for years and he didn't get that to me.
Right,
and now he giving that to her. Like, maybe, just maybe, you didn't bring that out of that person.
Facts. Real talk.
And this person did. It's not that this person was a bad person.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody else was able to tap into this person in the way that you couldn't.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's okay.
It's totally fine. Because the thing is, it's like maybe with the next person, you will.
You will.
Because of the growth that you may have needed. It happens.
And you just have to learn how to transition. And part of learning how to transition is letting go of some things.
Hey, that's facts. That's real, boy.
It is so hard to transition to something new while you still trying to hold on to something old.
Yeah, no, real talk.
That
is
job,
very true.
money,
right.
relationships. You can't transition and really embrace what's ahead of you while you're still trying to hold on to something else.
Real talk.
To move on and really truly accept your position in a new job. You gotta let go of what that other job used to be like.
Real talk.
You can't be
some
like
of the old jobs is cool as hell.
You can't be like,
wasn't required to do much.
Yeah.
Real talk. Yeah.
You wanted this more money.
Yeah.
You gotta work.
You gotta work. Hey, that's real. Yeah. Facts.
So I can't be like, man, shoot, man, my old supervisors let me do what I want to do.
Yeah.
You was getting paid $30K.
Right. More is required of you now.
Now more is required of you.
That's real. And that, man, the same concept in relationships. More will be required of you.
Yeah.
Like, real talk.
Like
if you want something that works.
Sometimes this person has something pulled out because this other person holds them to a different accountability than what the last person comes. And they'll tell them, like, no, I see something in you. I see some greatness in you, baby.
Yeah.
And I ain't going to let you just sit on that.
Real talk.
We gonna make that happen.
Facts.
And now they out here looking like they king of the world.
Right.
And you like, why he didn't give me that?
Yeah, yeah.
You wasn't able to pull it out of him.
It's real.
You didn't speak into him.
Yeah, real talk.
You didn't make him feel like he can own the world.
Yeah, that's real. Hey, that's real.
And the only thing she told him is, I believe in you, baby. You can do this. And now he's like,
that's all he needed.
You think I can do this?
Yeah, real talk, boy.
Well, say less.
Real talk.
And now you out killing it only because this woman spoke into your life.
Yeah.
Where the other woman was like, I don't know if that's such a good idea.
Exactly. Discouraged it.
And then you like, damn, if she don't think it's a good idea,
right? Maybe
it's not a good idea.
Maybe it ain't. Exactly.
And now all your moves was with apprehension versus the confidence to be like, if she's telling me I can do this and she's telling me I can, and she pushing me to go do it, I'm gonna do it.
Real talk, boy.
And that's how it is. But you got to be able to navigate those changes, because if you're holding on to the old, and now this woman is like, you can go do this.
Yeah.
I got total faith in you. Go get it, baby. But you still thinking like, well, you know, my ex told me I couldn't.
Right.
Like,
why you say it like that, like an idiot?
You know, she told me, that was a dumb idea.
I'll never be nothing when I grow up.
Yeah. now, your current situation is like, why are you still holding on to that?
Yeah, real talk.
And now you stifling what you can be because you're too busy holding on, like embracing transition.
Yeah.
Most people don't like change.
Man,
if we being honest.
Facts, boy. That is real.
Like, and listen, I get it.
Yeah.
Change, good and bad, or bad. Change ain't easy.
Yeah. Change can be scary.
It can be
definitely
scary.
Be scary. Yep.
Like, it can be a lot. But you got to embrace it and be able to navigate through it all.
100%.
It's coming.
Oh, it's guaranteed.
That
is guaranteed.
That is the guarantee of life that something is about to change.
Like, there are gonna be ebbs and flows in life. It is guaranteed. Like,
it's on the way.
Facts.
Like, if you're listening right now, guess what?
Yeah, there's gonna be some change.
Change is coming.
Whether that's good, whether it's bad, I hope it's not bad. Let me be very clear.
Listen, bad is coming.
It will eventually.
It's just the reality of life. I hope the next change is good for you, but guess what? Bad is on the way too.
At some point. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate, but it is the way life works.
But it is what it is.
Yeah,
and you have to learn how to balance it.
Yeah.
And keep, like I love something like Kobe said. It's like, do you hate losing more than you love winning? He was like, neither.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I learned how to just keep a balance.
Yeah.
I love the journey.
I like that. That's dope. Yeah.
He's like, I just embrace the journey.
Yeah.
I don't get too caught up in the win.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get too caught up in the loss. I just embrace the journey.
That's dope.
That's
really
dope.
dope.
How you have to be in life.
I like that a lot, man.
Like, good's gonna change, is gonna come. Can't get too high on it.
Yeah.
Because bad change is on the way.
Yeah.
It really is.
Mm-hmm.
Just enjoy the journey.
I like that. Damn, man, that's gonna be the name of the podcast or this episode. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Enjoy the journey.
Mm-hmm.
Life's gonna have twists and turns,
mm-hmm.
ups and downs, peaks and valleys.
Right. Every day, all day.
Enjoy the journey and live it with no regrets.
Good, man. Damn, I gotta clap it up for you. You know what I mean?
That was
good, man. Good stuff. Gotta get some air horns on that, man. Good stuff, man.
Like, share, and subscribe.
It just ended like that. Hey, no, that was a real good talk, though, boy.
Yeah. Like, share, and subscribe. We out.
Deuce.
See y'all next week.
Hey, that was hella abrupt.
It wasn't nothing. I don't feel like, I don't know. You got something else to say?
I know.
I didn't feel like it was nothing else to be said.
That was great. You know what I mean?
We back next week. Holla at it.
Deuce.
Talk that real. It's your boys.